Welcome to the show, everybody. It's the Crypto Lark. Today, I wanted to discuss all of the money, the piles of money coming into cryptocurrencies. I think it's very easy to get distracted by the FUD and the salacious news headlines that we see coming out all the time. But if you start to dig a bit deeper and follow the money trail in cryptocurrencies, the future looks pretty bright indeed. We're going to be breaking all that down after a quick shout out to everyone who's been hitting that like button. Of course, everyone who's been subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that button down below or the bell to stay up to date with all of the latest in crypto space. Furthermore, this is of course not professional financial advice. This is just a dude talking about cryptocurrencies on the internet. Let's get into it. The big news, of course, recently has been that Coinbase has just made a big move to get involved in Wall Street. Now they are launching an index fund, which is pretty huge. This will allow accredited investors to invest in a basket of cryptocurrencies currently made up of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. That's pretty big. That lets regular investors not actually have to physically hold the cryptocurrencies, but to actually be able to invest in them and gain the benefits of investing in that technology, investing in those sick gains without exposing themselves as much to the risk of physically holding them and having to deal with the security of holding them. That's pretty cool. Venture capital is flooding into the market. If you look at many of the promising ICOs that come out, venture capital funds have been in there early and got early investments in a lot of these. In fact, some ICOs are even canceling their ICOs because the venture capital funds simply buy them up. It's really interesting to see how ICO mania has developed to a situation where it's no longer just the domain of John Q. Public to be able to get involved in ICOs, which is great, and I really applaud the ICOs that, yes, take the venture capital money, but then still actually deliver a product at the end of the day that a regular investor can participate in, because there are definitely those ICOs which are just skipping that process. So it's really come full circle where they tried to skip venture capital because venture capital was scared of blockchain technology. The forward-thinking ones weren't, of course. And now we are at the situation where venture capital firms are the ones that are buying up the ICOs before they even get to the public. Fascinating situation. Goldman-backed startup Circle buys Poloniex. This is ground-shaking news. This gives Goldman Sachs big-time exposure to the cryptocurrency market. And of course, considering that Poloniex is one of the world's top exchanges, gives them a lot of clout in the business. Again, they wouldn't buy that if they didn't think that cryptocurrencies had a bright future. Grayscale Investments has launched 4 new financial products: Bitcoin Cash Investment Trust, an Ethereum Investment Trust, a Litecoin Investment Trust, and an XRP Investment Trust. This, of course, is added on to their already existing basket of different investment opportunities in cryptocurrency, again allowing people to invest without physically having to hold the cryptocurrency. Now personally, I think just hold the cryptocurrency, but a lot of people don't think that way. A lot of traditional investors have a lot of money. They don't understand it, but they understand that it's profitable. And so they look to someone else like this and say, hey, take my money, invest it in that thing that I keep hearing about on the news, and make me some money. Comcast. Not a fan of Comcast, but nevertheless, they are making a big bet on a multi-blockchain future. Now, they have invested in a company called Blockdaemon. They're aiming to help companies and enterprises set up nodes on Bitcoin or Ethereum in a very easy way. Looking, of course, at an innovation. I'm sure that we will see much more of this coming in. Big companies are going to start sploshing giant piles of money into the cryptocurrency market. They're going to straight out buy a lot of these startup companies as well as trying to acquire as many existing assets as they can, buying up big chunks of Bitcoin, buying up big chunks of Ethereum. A recent news article came out that 50% of big businesses in the UK hold cryptocurrencies. They have millions of dollars of Ethereum sitting there, for example, or millions of dollars of Bitcoin sitting there. They know what's up. They see it, even though they come out in the news and publicly talk bad about it sometimes, particularly the bankers. The companies are buying, guys, and they wouldn't be buying if it was a bad investment. GMO, this is the Japanese company that is getting big into Bitcoin mining. Now, they've just entered the Bitcoin market. They've already made millions of dollars. They're aiming to have a big slice of the Bitcoin mining pie by the end of the year. They've invested, again, millions upon millions of dollars. They would not be doing that if they didn't think that Bitcoin has a very exciting future. Remember, these are smart companies with lots of smart people behind them. Crypto mining company Hut 8 commences trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Not the best time to have done that. It did go down a bit when it did come out on the exchanges. But that being said, this is yet another example of cryptocurrency companies trying to offer Main Street and institutional investors exposure to the cryptocurrency market. We've, of course, seen Hive blockchain recently as well. This one, Hut 8 in particular, is backed by Bitfury. Hive blockchain is backed by Genesis Mining. We also have DMG blockchain. They're offering things like mining as a service, corporate mining, blockchain supply chain platform, blockchain forensics and analytics, predictive analytics, all that fun stuff. They have just bought up a company, Blockseer. Now that's interesting because Charlie Lee is part of Blockseer. He is a shareholder in Blockseer, and he also sits on the board over there. So this is really new news. Obviously, we have to wait for Charlie Lee to come out and say something one way or the other about this, but perhaps there's some real potential there for some synergies between DMG and Charlie Lee, or at least he can perhaps be a front man. But again, that's all speculation at this point until we see something official from Charlie. But the money is flowing in, guys. These companies are buying up lots of stuff. The future for cryptocurrencies, I think, is very exciting. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like to see cryptocurrencies being traded as index funds, or, you know, the venture capital firms buying up all this stuff. But this, to me, says that we're getting real acceptance now from companies that were for years scared of cryptocurrency, dubious about the ICO process and all these different things. They're now going heavy into it and putting their money where their mouths are, which is the important part. Anyway, you guys will let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.